Today is the 25th day of the 11th month of 2020, and in a couple of days, we'll be saying bye bye to this year. It's been a challenging year for everyone at some point, one way or the other, but we thank God because in His infinite mercies we've been able to pull through this year. So, Dr. Jackie Green has made a challenge on Instagram, and it's all about reading a Bible verse and saying how it relates or connects to you. Now, for this week, the Bible verse is 1 Corinthians chapter 13. I went through the scripture yesterday and I saw some interesting facts which I felt I should share with you today. So 1 Corinthians 13 from the first verse said, "If I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love for others, growing out of love, of God's love for me, then I have become only a noisy gong and a clanging cymbal, just an annoying distraction." Verse 2, "And if I have the gift of prophecy and speak a new message from God to the people, and understand all mysteries and possesses all knowledge, and if I have all sufficient faith so I can remove mountains, but do not have love, reaching out to others, I am nothing." Verse 3, "If I give all my possessions to feed the poor, and if I surrender my body to be burned, but do not have love, it does me no good." Now from verse 4, I'm going to switch it up a bit. So wherever you have love, change it with your name. So from verse 4 it says, "Reward endures with patience and serenity." Reward is kind and thoughtful. Reward is not jealous or envious. Reward does not brag and is not proud or arrogant. Let's pause there. Now, when she said exchange love for your name, I started wondering why should I put my name instead of love? But the Bible said God is love, and as believers we have to portray that love. We are the embodiment of love. So when you talk about love, you're talking about God. And if we are joint heirs with Christ, then we also are love. So that means if God endures with patience and serenity, then I also should endure with patience. If God is kind and thoughtful, because the thought He has towards us are thoughts of good and not of evil, then we too, we should be kind and thoughtful. If God is not jealous or envious, if God does not brag, God is not proud, then we are not proud. Verse 5 said, "Reward is not rude, reward is not self-seeking, reward is not provoked, not overly sensitive and easily angered." Now for some of you say, reward, I hear you. But when you start imputing your name instead of the word love, your shortcomings become real to you. It becomes a realization to you. So if you're the one, let me use me for example, that I can easily get angered, or at some point I'm overly sensitive, then I'm beginning to see, okay, so this is not my strong suit, but the Bible, which is my manual for daily living, is telling me I should not be easily provoked. Then I already have half part of my problem solved. I said a problem known is already half solved. Okay, I think it's a battle known. So anyways, it said Reward does not take into account a wrong doing. Reward does not rejoice at injustice, but rejoices with the truth when right and truth prevails. Reward bears all things, regardless of what comes. Reward believes all things, looking for the best in each one. As a person, as a believer, when you see someone, when you hear a report about a person and you have not confirmed that report yet, you have not sought out the right thing about the person, it won't kill you to give the person the benefit of doubt, no matter where the report is coming from. Let's go to verse 8. And let's go back to the word love. Say, love never fails. It never fades, nor ends. That word is a strong word. It said, love your neighbor as thyself. And why did God say we should love our neighbor as ourselves? I'm not sure you can take a knife and start cutting yourself intentionally unless you're mentally unstable. In fact, your case, you need to flog it out with plantain. But the Bible said, love your neighbor as thyself. Do unto people what you want them to do for you. So as you go through today, go through 1 Corinthians 13 again. Wherever you see the word love, put your name there. And as you do that, you begin to gain that consciousness of those things that you know you can't lie to yourself are not working in your life. And trust me, when you can identify what needs to be done, you are already at the right path of doing it. So that's it for today. Lastly, before we go today, I want to remind you of something that is very important, and that is working out your salvation. Now, I've heard many believers say, I'm a Christian, I've given my life to Christ. Yes, I've been a Christian for the past 50 years. I've been a Christian for the past 20 years, 15 years. Which is very good. But make sure everything you do, you are imparting the generation. You are leaving a mark on earth. You are living a fulfilled life, a God-fulfilled life. Have a blessed day. And I pray that today will be the best day yet. In your day, I declare that nothing missing, nothing lacking, and nothing broken. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.